EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Groupie on the field to get this started. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
And he's really had an up and down start to his NFL career, and he's always going to be viewed, fair or unfairly, through the lens of that blockbuster trade that Carolina made to acquire him with the first overall pick. So that's going to be the lens. C.J. Stroud wins Rookie of the Year, and Bryce Young has a disappointing rookie season. But then you look at last year, Mike, only a year later, the back half of the season, Bryce Young looked like the first overall pick in the draft. So if they get that version of Bryce Young now in year 3, this Carolina Panthers team can compete in their division, and I think they can make some noise come the end of the year.
2nd and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Oft injured in college, the 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Here's a guy, Mike, that has a really interesting college football journey. I mean, he is as well seasoned, I would say, as possible. Mike, think about this. He played 7 different seasons of football at the college level. So he's got ideal size. He's got
no chance at all. He'll go down. Kershawn Wharton in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Shough. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shough. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On first and 10, here's Shuck. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
In motion is Hill. Throwing on second down, Shuck. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
In motion is Hill. Now Shuck on third down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Saints will punt this one away. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on first and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Throwing on second down, Young. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Young hands it to Hubbard, and he'll get about 5.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Saints' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Tremble comes in motion. He'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. That was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield. But none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The Saints offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Shaheed in motion. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, shot. He's got his man, that's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
At the Panthers' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give running left with Kamara. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 35 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run here. It's Neal. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Looking to throw. Here is Sharp. And he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Panthers nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. Young gonna keep it himself, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just gonna have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Tremble comes in motion. They'll go play action with Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
15 yards.
A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Panther first down.
46-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Young to throw on first down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Devon Godchaux in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get it?
The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there. Throw this ball away and puts an end to this drive.
Here's Sam Martin now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Whoa! And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Now Shuck. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throw on the run is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get them a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. We are through 1. The Saints out on top. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. 2nd and 5 as we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, it's Chuck. He'll take off again. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. P.J. Wannum gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
3rd and a long way to go. On the give, this is Kamara. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Young taking off, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
And the Panthers' 1st down.
1st and 10
First and 10 at the
They got to do a better
50-yard
job
line.
of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Ryan Brzee in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
A second down throw for Young. That one taken in right side by Lee. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And a short pickup there, only up to about the 10-yard line.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
He takes off, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10.
Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, Mike, the offense's first priority is to pick up one 1st down. Well, the quarterback does it all himself, gets out of the pocket for a nice scramble, and he's able to move the chains.
On the zone read, it's Chuck. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They're going to go right back to Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Chuck going to try to run it himself, and he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To the air is Shuck. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw is Shuck. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good.
The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
From the gun, it's Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints, a field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good, and the Saints will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession, and nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A big play for the Panthers. And even 30 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st down is Young. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On 2nd down, Young. He finds McMillan downfield, and it's caught. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the bootleg, it's Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion is Hill. Here is Shuck on first and 10.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here comes second and 4. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Look wide, get this one complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
In motion is Hill. Throwing again, Shuck. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Saints first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a second and 12. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. This throw right side is caught by Hill. Saints going to use their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Third and 5.
Here now, third and 5. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
Recovered by the offense.
Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. Just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
At the 38-yard line.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Here's Young. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Play action, it's Chuck. Right side, he's got Moreau. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Again, up the middle with Camara. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A 2-yard
This play
loss
here, Mike, is
brings
just
up
all
3rd
about the
and
get-off
7.
of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Shuck. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Young. The catch made by McMillan. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these 1st downs and go finish with 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and goal at the
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the a 7.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. To throw is Young. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are able to get it back within a score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
2nd down, and fake the handoff and hold on to it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
It is 3rd and long. Chuck. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's taken on this side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. the pistol snap to Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Chase Young getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Throwing on second down, Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Camara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Camara going to get it on the zone read here. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. To the air is Shuck. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Saints.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Tackle made right at midfield. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion is Hill. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now Shuck on third down. Left side into the hands of Olave. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action here with Chuck. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion is Hill. On 3rd and long. Here's Shuck. Pass is caught by Olave. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Young. Taking off. He'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A second down throw for Young. That one complete to Lee Getz. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Boys, you got this.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
13.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. play fake. Here's Shuck. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They need one right now. Third and long. The air again is Shuck. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time. Third down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Saints offense and quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 30. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. A run here with Kamara. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 now from the 21. In motion goes Cooks. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one out wide for Kamara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. Throwing is shot. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Saints have taken a 4-point advantage.
Panthers 16.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now Dowdle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
Gain of 11. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
He'll run with Dowdle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Young. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saints on the play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. He keeps it himself. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. In motion is Hill. Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Shuck. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Saints. Everything to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 16.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Young gonna keep it himself, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Young. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
handoff here, up the middle, and a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
A gain there
Panthers
of 11.
first down.
It's good for a
First and
Panther
10
first
at the
down.
24-yard line.
Now Young. This is caught up 2. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point.
Here's Young to throw. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
On second down, it's Shuck. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
On third and long, here's Shuck. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. And now here comes the punt team as he's standing right around his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
So right now, there's got to be a pretty honest conversation on the sideline between the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. They've got to come up with a way to get this guy blocked, and whether it's extra bodies at the line of scrimmage or different protection calls, whatever they got to do, they cannot continue to let one guy wreck the game.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Back to throw. Young. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Young. And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner, and now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field, and he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Shuck. Taking off, the Panthers. They're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
3rd and 10.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and 10. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. We're about ready now for the punt. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. To throw is Young. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.